Hey guys, it's me, PumaBomb56, and today I'd like to show you all my Thomas collection. Now you're probably thinking, Puma, you've already done this. Oh yes I have, but as you can see here, the format I'm doing it in this time is different. I'm doing it in the way that, Thomas Wooden Railway would do it. Now before you say anything, I'm just going to say here first, if you notice how the order is just the same as Thomas Wooden Railway's most recent collection, if you notice that, then don't think I'm copying him, because I'm not copying him. I was just looking onto how he did it, so it could be in that exact order, and I'm basing it off of his. I'm not copying. Besides, I don't have every single character he has anyways. How could I copy him like that? So, let's get started with our standard gauge engines. Okay. And of course, we'll start off with Thomas, Edward, Henry, Gordon, James, Percy, Toby, Duck, Donald, Douglas, Oliver, Emily, Diesel, Ari, Bert, Ben, Boko, Daisy, Mavis, Stepney, Salty, Spencer, Arthur, Molly, Stanley, Rosie, Billy, and with Hero, Belle, Flynn, Dart, Stafford, Stephen, Connor, Caitlin, Gator, Timothy, Skiff, Lady, Splatter, Diesel 10, Philip, and Jeffrey. These are my narrow gauge engines. Skarloey, Rheneas, Sir Handel, Rusty, Fearless Freddy, Victor, and Luke. These are my road vehicles. Sir Topham Hatt in his car, Birdie, Terrence, Bulgy, Jack, Oliver, Kelly, Patrick, Elizabeth, Madge, Buster, and Kevin. And these are my air vehicles, Harold and Jeremy. These are my coaches, Annie and Clarabelle, Henrietta, the male coach, or male van, Connor's coach, or the band car, I like to call it, Caitlin's passenger coach. Now these are my cranes. Please take note that I also do have Cranky, but I can't get him right now. So here's Hefty. These are all of my rolling stock. The Sodar Mining Company hopper that can switch its cargo with just like a flip or something. SC Ruffy, or Scruffy as I like to call him. Herman, the infamous Herman. Roger. 6 troublesome trucks. and 3 Blue Mountain Quarry cars. These are all my vans. The Mr. Jolly's Chocolate Factory van, a green rounded top van, I guess, a Soda Ice Company van with an openable and closable door, a yellow narrow gauge fish van. Oh yeah, this is also narrow gauge, and so are these, and so is this guy. Fireworks car that can make noise, though I don't think it's up to doing that. I don't think it has batteries. A standard gauge fish van, and a troublesome van. These are my tankers. 2 milk tankers, 2 oil or fuel tankers, and 1 chocolate tanker, or chocolate syrup. These are my flatbeds and low flat cars. 2 Blue Mountain Quarry narrow gauge cars, or flat cars, and 1 gray low car, I guess that's narrow gauge. 1 blue flatbed, 1 red flatbed, and another thing that makes sounds and also pops up just like the fireworks car, this Sodor Museum car with a fossil inside of it. Now, don't ask me which dinosaur that is. I do learn stuff in science, but I forgot which one that was. And moving on to my brake vans. This orange brake van that came with Stafford, Bradford, and 2 black brake vans / coaches, because some people say these things are coaches. I either use them as narrow gauge coaches or brake vans. Those were all of my main basic engines and cargo and vehicles. Now moving on to my extras. These are all of my extra engines. And a Railway Series Thomas, which I'm going to get a face for soon. A Scrap Thomas, as I like to call it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's the coupling rod. The Sharon Miller Thomas, whose face I think is in there. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. This is what I like to call the Sharon Miller Thomas. The original Thomas with a nice little paint job. I added some stuff, like the wheels and the thing right there, and that extra line that they forgot. Stop and Go Thomas, which I'm gonna find the remote later. And this Thomas that used to be a custom jam covered Thomas, but now it's just a top. I don't know where the bottom went. Here is a black Mavis, or what I like to call the Grim Reaper engine. 2 salty shells that their bottoms were used for Donald and Douglas. 1 Trackmaster 2 Gordon. It has a tender. It's just probably in my room. My Trackmaster 2 Toby with Emily's wheels. I'll get to that in just a second. There's his wheels. Something's wrong with his wheels though. This flip face Toby that I took the car off of, and the flip face Nightmare Fuel. Trackmaster 2 Percy. Trackmaster 2 Emily with Trackmaster 1 Coach. Or Tender, I mean. A Talking James that I customized to look like the Railway Series James. And a Trackmaster 2 Scare James. And 2 RC engines. RC Thomas and RC Stanley. These are my extra construction vehicles that I just use for scenery. They used to all be my own fan characters, this one being Byron and this one being Max. But I changed that, and now there's only one left. One survivor. And this, I'll give you a little backstory to this one, and these others. So, this one's a steamroller. I named him Bronze. This was my filler for Byron. This one was my filler for Max. I don't know what kind of vehicle this was, but this used to be Bronte. These names I thought up of. And then this one, I guess, was some kind of farm vehicle. I named him Lance. And then this one is a Burger King toy. I actually got two of these, and the other one I used to make a custom jack. So, yeah. So, oh yeah, these I got one Christmas. They were just construction vehicles because I guess I wanted them or something like that. So, yeah. And that was my whole entire Thomas and Friends collection in Trackmaster. Hope you enjoyed this video, and that's all for now. See you guys!